Welcome back to our live show. Bringing awareness and getting understanding is key to dealing with any illness. The National Capital Area chapter of Autism Speaks is getting ready for its 8th annual walk to support their mission to help those who have autism. Sydney Siegel is here with details. Good morning, Sydney.
Good morning.
Congratulations. 8 years now you've been doing this walk. That's pretty exciting.
It is. It's very exciting. It's going to be an awesome year. Hopefully the weather is going to be good to us.
Well, we can't predict a couple of weeks down the road,
I know.
but we'll cross our fingers for you, definitely.
Thank you.
Tell us about the walk and how the event works, because it's an awareness event, but it's also for people to come out and just have a good time.
Yes, so it's actually a fundraising event. It's one of our primary ways that we fundraise to be able to fund research and advocacy and all of the different things that we do. But it's a fun way for families and individuals with autism to come out and just support and have a good time. There's a resource fair so that they can get different resources and information. It's kind of like a one-stop shop area, and then there will be an approximate 3-mile walk around the racetrack at Richmond International Raceway.
And it's a great family event as well.
Yes, absolutely. Bring your family, bring your coworkers, everybody.
You mentioned the resources that are going to be there, and I think that's key, because a lot of times when people are dealing with a situation like this, they don't know where to go for information.
Exactly. So there will be service providers from all over Virginia that are coming that will be able to help and provide resources, give you information, different places to go for therapies, just kind of making you aware of what all is out there, because a lot of times it's very difficult.
Well, since you've got 7 of these under your belt, obviously this is something that works for you and works for the organization.
It does, and hopefully this year will not let us down.
We hope not. Let's talk about autism, because a lot of people talk about things like this, and especially as we're into the immunization season, a lot of people, that's an issue that comes up a lot when you're talking about things like that. So what exactly is autism? Autism
is a developmental brain disorder. So that kind of means it's characterized, and it affects people differently, so I will go ahead and say that, but social interactions are difficult. Talking, 1/3 of people with autism are nonverbal, so I can't even speak, right? And repetitive behavior, so that's kind of something that autism is, and something else that is sensory overload. So whereas we taste and we hear things, and it's amplified. So trying to process all of that information, everything that's going around, makes it really difficult. So sometimes you'll have meltdowns because they don't know how to process, the brain doesn't know how to process. So it's a brain disorder.
And how prevalent is it?
1 in 68 children in the U.S. Have autism.
That's a lot.
And that's according to the CDC.
Yeah, that is a lot. And your event is also an opportunity for us to learn a little bit about interaction.
Absolutely. Making us aware of how to handle, like going to the grocery store. You know, sometimes a child might have a meltdown. Well, it's not because their parents aren't disciplining them, right? So making people aware that meltdowns happen, or just making the symptoms and early intervention is key. So making everybody aware that these are the different symptoms and things that you should look for is really key.
So tell us about where and when and why we should be there.
September 24th. And it's at 8:30 in the morning. It's going to be at the Richmond International Raceway, and it's just a great event. It's easy, it's simple, and it's just a great way for everybody to get involved, and bring your money.
That's the key, because
that
it is
the
a
key.
fundraiser. Well, Sydney, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
Fingers crossed for good weather on the 24th.
Yes.
The 8th annual Richmond Autism Speaks walk is Saturday, September 24th at the Richmond International Raceway. We'll post a link on our website by early this afternoon at WTVR.com/VTM if you'd like to find out more.